You are now live from the Talking Smack Sports Show. You are now tuned in to the sports world. Your topics are hot, stating the facts and your opinions. Who is the best state you claim? Leave your name, talk smack, and run game. You feel me? You feel me? You are now tuned in to the Talking Smack Sports Talk Show. Yeah.
Hello and good morning on the sweet feel Friday. We're here live from the Talking Smack Sports Talk Show. This is a show we talk about all the topics in the sports world. This is a sweet Friday, feel good Friday this morning here in San Antonio with your host Ruben, aka DJ Lover. I want to welcome y'all to the Talking Smack Sports Talk Show. If you're live tuned in to the DJ Lover 830 YouTube channel, make sure you subscribe, like the page, comment, show your love for DJ Lover. I want to welcome y'all to the Talking Smack Sports Talk Show. We're going to get this show started here with the topic, Cowboys, Texans. Which one of those teams is going to bring home the Super Bowl first? I mean, I'm the big diehard Dallas Cowboy fan, as you know, Dallas Cowboys. To the day I go, we got Dak Prescott here, who I believe will lead the Dallas Cowboys to the Super Bowl. I mean, it's not one, it's not two, not three, maybe four, maybe five. Who knows? Maybe four, like the number on his jersey. He might bring us four. Who knows? But I believe in Dak. I believe he's going to take us to the Super Bowl. He's still young. He's fresh. Only been 5 years in the league. He's grooming. He's going to hit at the right time. Once he gets his head out of his ass, he's going to sign that contract, and then we're going to put all the distractions behind us, and we're going to make that run to the Super Bowl. But if you were deciding who would win, if you had your money on it, who would you decide first is going to win the Super Bowl? Is it the Dallas Cowboys or the Houston Texans? The Houston Texans, I mean, every year they're always competitors. They always compete year after year, always in the playoffs, but then they fall short. Last season they were up on the defending Super Bowl champs, Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs. They were up by 20. They were rolling, they were feeling good. The momentum was on their side. They had Deshaun Watson. They were rolling. They were feeling good about themselves. Second half comes around. They drop the ball. They stopped playing, I believe. Patrick Mahomes showed why he could possibly be the real deal and take the throne. In the AFC, after Tom Brady leaves, he joins the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So that might be the passing of the torch. Patrick Mahomes might rule that AFC, but Deshaun Watson might have something to say about that. Lamar Jackson out of Baltimore might have something to say about that. They got a lot of promising quarterbacks out there in the AFC. And you can't forget about Sam Darnold for the New York Jets. He's a promising guy. Sam Darnold. They just drafted, San Diego Chargers just drafted the quarterback out of Oregon. So he's also, Justin Herbert out of Oregon is, he could be the franchise in the face of the AFC. Who knows? But as of right now, you got to give it to Patrick Mahomes. He's on top. He's a Super Bowl champ. But back to the question here. The Texans, they got Deshaun Watson. They traded away, one of their top receivers, probably the top receivers and the best receiver in the game now. And Hopkins, DeAndre Hopkins, that was weird on how that ended up happening, how they traded him away. There was rumors that he and Bill O'Brien didn't meet on the same level. They weren't always on the same page. There's a lot of rumors between him and Bill O'Brien, the head coach. Then again, could it be the head coach? The head coach, Bill O'Brien, is still there with the Texans. It's not like he has done any worse than what the other previous head coaches have done in Houston. He's done the best so far as that Houston franchise, first came into the league as a new franchise. Bill O'Brien has, done the best out of all those head coaches out there. And, they still have him in the helm. They still believe in Bill O'Brien. He brings in Brandon Cooks as a possible replacement for DeAndre Hopkins. And you can't forget about Randall Cobb. Randall Cobb, the former Cowboy. He leaves Dallas Cowboys. He joins the Texans. He feels like maybe he can connect better with Watson other than Prescott. Who knows? I feel like he should have stayed with the Cowboys. They had McCarthy coming in, but who knows? Maybe he had bad blood with McCarthy when Cobb was with the Green Bay Packers. There's a lot of under the rug stories that us people outside of the football world don't know about. Only the football insiders know about themselves. So who knows? But anyways, he's Brandon Cobb, Brandon Cooks. They got Brandon Cooks off for trade. They're bringing Randall Cobb. You can't forget about Will Fuller. They still got Will Fuller. Kenny Stills still in the mix there. So they got some good high power. They got some good high power offense there in Texas. And of course, you can't forget about Deshaun Watson. They traded for David Johnson, the running back. He's a big, powerful running back out of the Arizona Cardinals. He was with the Cardinals a couple of years, the past seasons. He's not no scrub. He brings it. He's powerful. He's big. He can move. He's a big body. He can bully you up the hole. He's a good. He can break off the tackle. So he's good too. So the Texans, they're looking good. The Texans, but they're always right there at the next level. But then they falter. Maybe this could be the new. This year could be the year for the Houston Texans. Some say they dipped from having to trade DeAndre Hopkins. They're not in that elite level anymore with the Ravens. And of course, you can't forget about the Super Bowl champs, the Kansas City Chiefs. How about those pesky Tennessee Titans? Those pesky Tennessee Titans. They just re-signed their quarterback, Ryan Tannehill. They dropped off Mariota, who was supposed to be the future, the franchise of the Tennessee Titans. That didn't seem to play out. Now Ryan Tannehill, who was supposed to be the future of the Miami Dolphins, now could possibly be the future for the Tennessee Titans. Just imagine how things play out in the NFL. Anything can happen. Anything is possible in the NFL. It's just crazy. It's crazy out there in the NFL how changes happen. But to tell you then again, you got to go with the Texas defense. How about that Texas defense? You can never underestimate the defense with their leader J.J. Watt. J.J. Watt, he's a tough, physical individual, and they brought in Eric Murray off the off season. Michael Thompson is going to lead that pack. These Texans, they got a solid defense as well, along with the defensive mastermind and Bill O'Brien. He's got a good mind when it comes to defense, along with his little bit of offensive mind that he has as well. These Texans, they can, the sky's the limit for the Texans. So if you had your money, picking the Texans to win first over the Cowboys, hey, it could happen. Will it happen? Of course not. These Dallas Cowboys will, of course, win first before the Texans ever win. As long as I live, that's my opinion. These Cowboys are stacked. These Cowboys are loaded. And these Cowboys are here to stay. They're here to play. And they're here to dominate. These Cowboys are no joke. Once again, we're bringing back Dak Prescott in his 5th year under the helm. Every year he's just going to get better. He's just going to progress. He's not going to fall below. He's going to just climb up and up and up. And eventually, it's going to finally click along with Ezekiel Elliott, who's coming back off that big monster contract that he signed from last season. He's going to start realizing that, he needs to start earning this money. He needs to start bringing it. They pay him the bucks. Now he needs to bring it and show it on the football field. We drafted C.D. Lamb out of Oklahoma, another speedster wide receiver. We're going to team him alongside with Amari Cooper. And you can't forget about Michael Speedster Gallup. The triple head monster, along with Zeke Elliott. And then we add Dak Prescott, which can run out of the pocket as well. When the pocket collapses, he knows how to get those extra yards, get that extra first down with his legs. He can throw the ball as well. There's a couple of times when he's missed those throws. But hey, that's why you have the off season. Practice, getting better. And I feel he's going to get to that level where he's going to be championship caliber. Hasn't got us to the NFC championship game yet, but that's okay. So when been in the league 5 years, remember, we got him in the 4th round. We got Dak Prescott in the 4th round. Was not even supposed to be in this position in the first place. The star quarterback of Dallas Cowboys, now in the midst of one of probably the richest contract for a quarterback. He's not even supposed to be in this category, in this situation, in this position, let alone, other things talked about Dak Prescott. So we got to give it up to the guy. 4th round pick. Now the star quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys. Now the possible chance of signing the richest contract as a quarterback. You got to give props to him. So all the haters knocking Dak Prescott down, think about those outside things what he accomplished. Getting drafted 4th round, coming from where he came from. Started as a 3rd string. behind Kellen Moore. Wasn't in the second string behind Tony Romo. He was behind Kellen Moore in the third string. And little by known, accidents do happen. Kellen Moore goes down with the injury. Tony Romo, God bless his soul. Tony Romo, one of the greatest Cowboys to ever stood up for the Dallas Cowboys as a quarterback. He knew how to fire that ball, and I still believe if they did not screw us with that catch with Dez Bryant in Green Bay, that was going to be the year with Romo, Bryant, and Murray. Man, what could it have been if they didn't screw us with that catch? But that's how it goes with the Dallas Cowboys. Everybody wants to screw the Cowboys for whatever reason. I mean, they bring in the big bucks to the NFL. I mean, come on, give us a break. Let us win the Super Bowl fair and square. Don't have to cheat us. Just let us win the Super Bowl our way. Don't screw us. But hey, that's how it goes. But I still believe in my Cowboys. I believe they will win the Super Bowl first before the Houston Texans. Like I was mentioning, the offensive staff. Who you got? Watson or Prescott? I mean, Prescott has already won 3 division crowns. He's already gone to he's already gone. Excuse my right there. He's gone to Pro Bowls. I mean, only 5 seasons. Watson, he was picked higher than Prescott. He should be performing where he's performing at. He should be competing quickly for playoff berths, for even Super Bowl titles. The Texans got him high, a high pick. They got him in the first round. He needs to be producing. He's a first round talent. He's supposed to produce. As opposed to Prescott, all this pressure on Prescott. Oh, he's not the franchise quarterback. He's asking for too much money, which I think he might be asking for too much money. Or even if that is the case, maybe it could be the length of the contract of the years. We don't know the stipulation and details of that contract. But either way, so to all the haters bashing Prescott coming out of the 4th round, as to Watson coming out in the 1st round, I mean, the expectations, they weigh out. Of course, Watson needs to produce. He's a 1st round pick. So everybody putting all these expectations on Prescott, a 4th round pick. Oh, he should start producing. He hasn't always win the big game. I mean, he's not supposed to be in the position in the first place. Let her know that. So let's give him that rate. But this is going on his 6th year with the Cowboys. So I feel this is the time, this is the year. These Cowboys are going to be Super Bowl bound. You can't forget about what we did this offseason with the defense, bringing in Demontre Pope. Demontre Pope, a tough physical defensive end. You can't forget about Demontre Pope. And then again, Van Der Esch coming back from that neck surgery who went out last year. Van Der Esch was a promising rookie. You cannot forget about Van Der Esch and James Smith, the 2 double-head buzz killers, Buzz Beat Killers, Dallas Cowboy Crushers, whatever you want to call them, the 2-headed monsters, Van Der Esch and James Smith. He was missing his buddy last season. James Smith was. They work good together. It's like anything. It's like in basketball, you work good with the other player on the wing, at the power forward, to your point guard. It's about being comfortable with another player on the other side of the field. Bringing in Van Der Esch back again in the fold with Jaden Smith. They're going to turn up. They're going to turn up, and they're going to tear up the NFL here with their defense. And the Hot Boys are going to roll over the NFL with that physical, polished, destructive defense they have. You can't forget about Gerald McCoy. Gerald McCoy, a solid defensive end, big, tough, rugged, mean, a Warren Sapp playmaker alike. Can't forget about Gerald McCoy. He always said he wanted to be a Cowboy, play for the Cowboys. We're bringing him aboard. I believe he's going to bring that hungerness that he had when he first came into the league. Gerald McCoy, when he was back with the Buccaneers. Gerald McCoy, he's a big guy. He can get to the hole. He can get through the quarterback. He's going to bring it, especially with that star on his helmet now. And then again with Xavier Woods, Jordan Lewis, with the departure of Byron Jones. Byron Jones, bye-bye, going to the Dolphins. Which, you wanted to go to South Beach. We don't want to go to Miami, South Beach, Florida, Sunshine State. I don't blame him. But bye-bye. I hope he made the best decision. But Jordan Lewis, Xavier Woods, Awuzie, I feel are going to step up big in that next role here to replace Jeff Heath, who left, and Byron Jones also wanted to say bye-bye. We're bringing in Kenton Diggs. He's going to team up back again with Mike McCarthy, who he played for at Green Bay. Kenton Diggs, they say his years are behind him. But hey, he's still in the league for a reason. He still's got it. He still has something in the tank, and I believe him being rejuvenated with Mike McCarthy, playing for the Dallas Cowboys. Sky is the limit for the Cowboys. And then again, we brought in Alden Smith. Alden Smith, I know he's a big troublemaker, but man, that guy can play. He can play just like a Rolando McClain, who Dallas Cowboys brought in, and he was productive. He played a big part in the Dallas Cowboys defense when he was with the Cowboys. And I feel the same thing that happened here with Alden Smith. He has the good individuals in front of him, the good group of guys to lead him in the right, good direction. And he's going to bring back all this game like he played it with the 49ers. This Cowboys defense is going to come together with Vanders coming in and all the other guys coming in the fold. And you can't forget about Trayvon Diggs, the brother of Stephon Diggs. Trayvon Diggs coming in trying to fill those big shoes that Byron Jones left, which I feel he can. He's young. He's promising. He wants to make a name for himself. Who doesn't? Especially make a name for himself, especially playing for the Dallas Cowboys out there at Jerry World, Arlington, in one of the best stadiums ever that anybody can play in. But you can't forget about that stadium they're making over there in Las Vegas with the Las Vegas Raiders. That stadium's looking nice too. But hey, Jerry World is number one. Dallas Cowboys are the highest paid franchise in the league, the most expensive franchise in the league. Without the Cowboys, there's no NFL. So, what's your opinion? Cowboys, Texans, who's going to win it first? Feel free to jot your comment below. Like the page, subscribe to DJ Lover 830 on YouTube. Let your voice be heard. There's a Talking Smack Sports Talk Show hotline as well as down below. Dial the number 1-888-534-8333. That's the Talking Smack Sports Talk Show hotline. You can call in, let your voice be heard. You can say what you want. Speak your mind. Don't be shy. You want to talk about the Cowboys? You want to talk about another team or a certain individual, certain player? Let your voice be heard. This is your show, the Talking Smack Sports Talk Show, here with your boy DJ Never. Make sure you tune in, Talking Smack Sports Talk Show. We got the hottest topics of all the sports world, from UFC to WWE to AEW to the NFL to the MLB. And if you can't forget about for the NBA, of course. And then again, DJ Love is here for you, the people. Make sure you tune into my DJ Lover 830 page, Talking Smack Sports Talk Show. We got the DJ Lover 830 challenges. We got the WWE Fantasy, free food giveaways, free cash giveaways. The choice is yours. What choice are you going to make? My name is Ruben, a.k.a. DJ Lover. That was the topic of the day. Cowboys, Texans. Who's going to take it first? Of course, I got to go with my Dallas Cowboys. You see, Dak Prescott, the number on his jersey 4. I believe he's going to bring those 4 Super Bowls in Jerry World. Believe it. Dallas Cowboys are Super Bowl bound. Holla. Take care.